what an exciting episode. I am so excited. Oh, hey! Hi, it's me, Wilma Fingerdoo, with another fabulous episode of the Fingerdoo review of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 3, episode 4, the Snatch Game. And of course, all I have to say while I'm sitting at Wayla Bar and Lounge here at 996 Queen Street is, Jorge, drink me. Ooh, this is exciting. Another fabulous side launch beverage. One of our sponsors here at Wayla. You should come on by, get a side launch. Sparkling and refreshing. So let's get to it. Did I say refreshing? I meant refreshing. So let's get to it. So the girls said goodbye to Milk, and we were exposed to the fact that Ben de la Creme had chosen Chi-Chi. Now here's what's interesting about this. Ben de la Creme chose somebody who had been in the bottom for the last 3 episodes. So a natural choice. Kennedy made a choice based on an emotional reaction to past events. So now all the girls are quaking in their boots because, well, they have no idea what to expect. Do they play hard and try and be the best? Or do they watch what they say when they're sharing an opinion? Here's the trick to sharing an opinion. Wait till someone's asked you for yours before you share it. If you just say your opinion with no one asking, you're being a bitch. You're gonna get eliminated. I'm so serious, so sorry for Milk, and well, we might as well just say it, Morgan McMichaels. So there was Ru in the workroom with this week's Maxi Challenge, the Snatch Game. I live for the Snatch Game, which is why it pains me to say this. I didn't like this week's Snatch Game. Not that people didn't do great. If it weren't for Ben de la Creme, sweet beats, I wouldn't have enjoyed this at all. She was the saving grace. Now, first of all, if you don't know who Paul Lind is, we can't be friends. Mostly because you're too young for me, and people will ask questions. I'm so serious. But if you do know who Paul Lind is, or you researched him or looked him up, then you will know that Bendy killed that. She was so funny. She even made a Charles Nelson Riley reference. That's thorough investigative reporting, if you ask me, because she researched that character. You know she did. The other girl that did extremely well, of course, Shangela. Now here's why Shangela did well as Jennifer Lewis. Shangela works for Jennifer Lewis. Shangela's Jennifer Lewis's assistant. And quite frankly, once you find that out about Shangela, and I'm no tea, no shade here, once you find that out about Shangela, you realize that Shangela in drag is Jennifer Lewis. It's Jennifer Lewis. She's doing Jennifer Lewis. It's very funny, and she does it very well, and I'm not judging. But I think I would have much rather seen her do Miss Cleo badly and made it work. I thought her Jennifer Lewis was good, but I know Jennifer Lewis is sitting at home right now going, my hair doesn't look like that. She couldn't put a red carpet weave on. What the hell is that little tight fro for? Seriously. The girls that did all right in Snatch Game, well, God bless Trixie. This was her game to win. Now, here's the thing about Trixie's performance in Snatch Game. It's twofold for me. The first fold is superficial because it has to do with rumors. There were a lot of rumors, Reddit rumors that were going around saying that Trixie killed Snatch Game. She did RuPaul and killed it. Well, she killed it, but not in a good way. That game was dead by her account. Bless her. Now here's the thing, she's been doing really well with Katya. Katya's a generous person. She's a generous performer, she's a generous laugher. I'm not saying that Trixie's RuPaul isn't funny, but it's funny when she's sitting next to Katya. It's not so funny when she's sitting right next to RuPaul, because RuPaul doesn't do any of that stuff with her head, and even if she does, Trixie over-exaggerated it to a point where it was distracting and killed any chance at humor. Poor Chi-Chi though. At least if you're going to impersonate somebody, at least know how to spell their name, never mind know who the hell they are. I would have had an answer for a caged bird. I would have had an answer for why I spelled my name wrong. I would have been old Maya Angelou at the end of her life where she didn't have to answer questions based on art or in-depth thought processes. She's Maya Angelou, she lived her life. That's who I would have done. God bless her. BB's Grace Jones was fabulous. I mean, you know, for the look. And I felt that the things that BB did say were all right for Grace Jones. Grace Jones, you have to remember, she wasn't that shocking a person when she was being interviewed. She looked odd, and she certainly did some odd things on stage, but when she was being interviewed, she was always a lady and very, very classy. So I thought BB did that well. Doesn't always make for good TV. I was not very familiar with Aja's character, but Aja looked fantastic and did a great character. I also wasn't that familiar with Kennedy's choice because I don't care about housewives. They're not real housewives. A housewife has a baby on one hip and washing on the other. That's a housewife. Those bitches there are bitches. They're different. And I thought Kennedy did all right, but I didn't know who she was doing, so I had nothing to go by. So when it came down to it, the top two, it was no surprise that Bendy was in the top two. Her Paul Lynn was great. Her runway was gorgeous. Her floral black orchid, I don't know, extravaganza. I was very impressed that Shangela made it because, yes, her Jennifer Lewis was great, but I have to say, her runway, yeah, it was all right too. It wasn't great. Chi-Chi's runway looked a little cheap. I'm so glad that it was pointed out that she looked kind of like a whorish bride because that's really what she did look like. And she looked great. But Kennedy, I liked her look until it was pointed out to her that it was a little crafty. There were a little too many flowers. And you know what? They're right. If it had been real flowers, maybe it would have been different. Trixie landing in the bottom three. What a slap of cold water that was, though. Because Trixie, this was her challenge she wanted to win. And she's put so much pressure on herself. And I think she's psyching herself out, God bless her. Because she's better than this. The one thing about Trixie out of all these girls is she knows she's better than this. There's nothing that she has to prove on this show because she's already proving it with her own shows. Shut your face. But I have to say, Aja was very lucky and Bibi was very lucky to not be in the bottom because that was a hard bit of cheese to chew on, I'll tell you what. And thank God that it was Shangela and Bendy's chance to chew that cheese because I enjoyed that lip sync between her and Bendy. It was super fun. And Bendy's outfit was perfect for a Katy Perry song. She's practically Katy Perry right there, God bless her. That said, when it came down to it, it was a surprise elimination because Ru said that they both had won. That both she and Shangela had won. And this is where I'm happy for Bendy because she broke her curse a little, kind of curse. But I'm glad they both did because they both did excellent jobs. Both on the runway, both in the lip sync, and both in Snatch Game. And they both picked the right person to go home. Chi-Chi. It was her time. Fourth time is the charm, unless you're Roxy Andrews, is all I'm saying. So Chi-Chi was voted to go home. Now, in my opinion, all of the fat has been trimmed from the show. The only queen that I think has been floating a little, maybe Bibi, maybe Trixie, they could be on the bubble, but everyone else is giving such a great, strong showing this season. It's gonna be a hard guess who's going home. All you gotta do is tune into RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 3 next week to find out who is gonna be in the top and who is gonna be sashayed. Because there's always gonna be somebody sashayed. Maybe this is the week the other queens come back. You don't know. Till then, don't forget to like the video because let people know why you're so shy about it. Also, subscribe if you haven't and hit that little bell because how are you gonna know that the videos are up unless you know the videos are up? Because seriously, I'm like a ninja. It just happened. It's not scheduled. It's crazy. Also, don't forget that I am raising some money to get my comedy album, Dick Ryder, stand-up comedian. Yes, that's a saddle, shut your face. Onto the iTunes, so I'm selling it on my website at richardryder.ca. Just pop in, buy the album. It's only $9.99. You'll have a laugh. You'll improve your commute to work. Maybe the urge to kill will be suppressed. Who's to say? Either way, don't forget to tune in to the Fingerdoo review here on YouTube for our live commercial breaks next week, live from Whala Bar and Lounge, 996 Queen Street East. And don't forget to come back and see me, and you and I can compare notes. Till next week, miss me. Mwah! Ooh, seriously, Jorge, the side launch fails.